Today we're here and we're gonna be putting in AR-15 trigger. I've had several people that requested that I do this video kind of showing you guys the steps and how to go through and how to change out an AR-15 trigger. So the first thing you're gonna need is some type of armor, your punches, all that comes in the kit. Some type of Allen set or screwdriver set. We're gonna be putting in this new CMC drop-in trigger, and then you need your firearm. So the very first thing you want to do is make sure your weapon is clear and there's no ammo. And anytime you're working on a firearm, you want to make sure there's no ammunition anywhere around. So first thing we're going to do, make sure the weapon is clear. Weapon's clear. And then we're going to be taking the gun apart. So we're going to hit these takedown pins, take those loose. And we do not need this part here, so we'll set that to the side. So the only thing we're going to need is going to be this lower receiver. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to get these two roll pins out, these trigger pins. They're going to come out first. So to do that, take my 1/8 punch, and I'm just going to simply push these pins out. I'm removing the top one first. And this is the hammer spring. The hammer off a mil-spec trigger. Then we're going to remove this pin here. And this is going to take the trigger and the disconnector loose. That's your disconnector off your mil-spec trigger. The next thing we'll have to do is we're going to take this handguard off, the grip off, so we can get this trigger all the way out of here. And this is going to take a hex, but we got to find the right one. So we'll get our little extendo. And right down in there, I don't know if you guys can see that, there's a little screw down in here. That's not the right one. Alright, so that's the right one. We're going to take this screw all the way out so we can get the grip off. Hoping you guys can see this. But be careful when you do this. There is a spring and a little roll pin in here, and you don't want to lose that. So if you see that, there's a spring right here. It's right inside the trigger. And of course I drop stuff. There's a roll pin right there that holds the safety in. And that's what we're trying to get out. We want to get this safety selector out. Here's the safety. Slides in from this side. That comes out. Now that trigger come on out. So slide this to the, so you got your grip screw. Make sure you keep that spring in there. Your mil-spec trigger. So here's your hammer, trigger itself, this connector or disco, your little pins. There's your little safety selector pin and your safety. And that is your mil-spec trigger group. We don't need that because we're going to be putting this bad boy right here in. So inside this you'll get a packet of screws and everything. So this has a captured captured pins that keep the trigger from falling out, and then your drop-in trigger. So the first thing we want to do, we're going to close that up like that. That's why they call it a drop-in. Easy peasy. Drop that bad boy in. Normally I would keep my little magnetic tray, but that's out in my building. So we're going to take one of these pins, we're going to slide it in. Kind of hard to do and try to keep it in camera and find the hole. Here we go. Got that lined up. That first pin is in. Second pin is too easy to find. Now you have both of these pins in. You just put these screws in, and I'll go back and I'll put some blue Loctite on these once I get everything in. I just want to get it in there right now, so I'll pull these out, put some blue Loctite on them, make sure they don't back out on them. So as of right now, we just want to get them in there. Get them in, get everything locked down. Then we'll go back and tidy up. We're going to put the other screw in. Get started. They give you one extra. I normally like to just drop that back in the bag, but you may need that bad boy if one of these back out. I'll flip this bad boy over, and we're gonna put the screws in on this back side. that first one started. And we're gonna tighten this bad boy down. And there's a reason why they give you 2 of these. For wrenches, because you're gonna want to hold one side tight with one and then tighten the other one down, because they will spin as you're trying to tighten them down. We're gonna just get them in right now. I just want to show you guys the process. Like I said, real simple process. I've done hundreds of these over the years. And we're going to use the same safety selector. And you're just going to drop that right in just like that. It's going to work it on in there. Just like that. Should be like that. We're going to come here with this pin. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's going to drop down with the pointed end down first. Little detent pin. That spring, you're going to slide that in. And it's going to go right down over the top of the hole where that detent went. Get a screw. Down. Like to put it on the end of the line up the hole. And then you just tighten this bad boy back down. And that is a long screw, y'all. Tighten that bad boy down. She is in there. So we're gonna function check it. So right now, it's in the ready to fire. We're gonna put it on safe. Right here on safe, we're gonna pull the trigger. She shouldn't drop. Right there, we're pulling, nothing. We're gonna put it on fire. You never wanna let this hammer hit this aluminum part, so I'm gonna put my hand over it. I'm gonna pull the trigger. Right there, it's perfect. There you go, AR-15 trigger. All changed out, brand new drop-in trigger. She's ready to roll. All we'll do, we'll take these and back them back out one at a time. A little bit of Loctite, lock it back down, and she's done, she's ready. That simple, y'all. Hope y'all enjoy.